Hello, this is Lorenzo from Espresso, and in this video, I'll show you how to set up a walkathon in Espresso. If you're planning a walkathon to raise funds, then this video is for you. So let's get started by entering in a title. So we could say something like Community Walkathon. And next, I'll add in some details about the walkathon so we can take a look together. So this is a walkathon to benefit a local charity. There is a registration fee and optional donations. And it will take place on August 31st from 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. And then here are the registration options that are available. So the registration for the walkathon is $10, and then we have various donation options available. One thing about the donation options is that it helps you reach your fundraising goals because those that can't attend can contribute, and those that want to attend but want to help out more can also do so. So it's a win-win for you. Okay, so those are the details, and now let's scroll down and go with setting up the date. So we have that as August 31st. So I'll click on the date time selector, and then I'll move towards August, and we'll select the 31st, and it is set to 8 a.m. so we're good. I'll click on done, and then we need to adjust the end time for 12 p.m. So I'll click on that one more time and use the slider to move back till 12 p.m. and then click on done. The next thing that I'm going to do is actually duplicate this date time. So I'll duplicate that, and then what I'll do is update the title for the first one to Walkathon, and then set this next one for donations. And the reason why I'm doing this is when you set it up this way, you'll actually be able to see who has donated and who has attended the Walkathon, or both, on separate lists. So it helps you in terms of seeing what's happening with this fundraising event. Okay, so we've got the date, so now let's set up the registration. So what I'll do is I'll copy this title, then I'll paste it in, and now let's adjust the sell until date. So that's the date that Event Espresso will close out registrations. So let's go with August 30th, which is the day before, and then I'll click on done. And now what I'll do is I'll update the pricing, so we could set that to 10. For the quantity, we can go ahead and clear that out. For this event, there won't be any limits, so we're not going to use any limits or quantities. And now what I can do is duplicate this registration option a few times. So we'll do it 3 times for each donation, or 3 times because there are 3 donation options. So 1, 2, 3. And then what I can do is just update the name. So we can say donation for 20, donation for 50, and then we can say donation for 100. And then of course we'll update the pricing, so get that sorted. Okay. Alright, so we've set up the dates, and now we've set up the registration options. The next thing that we want to do is adjust the access. Remember earlier I told you that I was setting up these separate date times so that we could see who has donated and who has attended the event, or both, because the information will be shown on separate lists. So for the walkathon, we're actually going to disconnect the donation options. So I got to this by clicking on the gear icon. So I'll click on that again, and then I'll go ahead and do that for the donations. So in this case, we're going to drop the walkathon and then leave the donation options. Okay? Then I'll click on that one more time. So we've set up our dates, and we've set up our registration option along with optional donations. Now what I'll do is scroll up and click on Save Draft. And from here, I'll take a look at the link on the front end. So I'll open this link and then follow it to the front end. And now let's take a look at our registration options for the walkathon. Okay, so for this walkathon, which will be on August 31st, it's $10 to register. And we have optional donation options. As a reminder, someone that is registering can donate. So for example, if I was attending, I would click on 1, and let's say I wanted to contribute an additional 50. I could select my registration, a donation, and then register now. Another way to think of this is, let's say I want to help out, but I already have prior plans. I could actually just donate by selecting an option and then click on register now. So again, it's a few ways to help you reach your fundraising goals. So that's an overview of how you can create your own walkathon within Espresso, and I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you.